It's about 9:30 in the evening. The motel we were going to go to, they said was booked up because they've got some function going on. So we had to pay $80 for this room. It does have a little kitchenette in there, which you can't all see. And there's a refrigerator and a bathroom over there. It's really a lot nicer than Michael said than he got. But anyway, we got to the airport and it was very, very busy. I about had a headache by the time we got here. So we also had a kind of
We're now in Accra. We got in last night, and this is just a little bit by the motel where we stayed. People down on the streets. We're up on the balcony of our motel. This is the motel that we stayed in last night. We'll go up and see the sign, Niagara Hotel. And it was actually pretty decent, but it was pretty expensive. And this is just looking down the road. We just went and changed a little bit of money. Go ahead and look down the road. Okay, it's going.
Okay.
Hey, somebody want to come in.
Come on, man.
This is the Exchange Bureau.
Yeah.
Driver, he's going to take us to Techiman. They took this in to do some work on it. Take a stone, just drive it up there. This is out in Accra. I think this must be a mechanic shop. This is still a mechanic shop, and I believe that must be the paint shop. Still mechanic shop. You can see the sign up there is auto electrician. This is on the road from Accra to Kumasi. We're driving down the road right now. This is along the side of the road. You can get a little bit of the countryside. Coming up on people. This is going through a small town along the way. Countryside is very lush. You see a lot right now. We're going through another town. This is Rene sitting in the back of the taxi. This is our driver. Still going down the road, the people that are wearing the black have had a death in the family. This is the town of Coco. lot of timber in Ghana, and here's some big, here are 2 big trees. Still on our way to Kumasi from Accra, just headed down the road. It's a gas station. This is in Akumata, Sunday morning. Brother Emmanuel's spending time with the children.
God created heaven and earth. You can say, Ubitiasiano, Boga, Nagobo was in your assassin. Nagobo was in your assassin. Ubitiasiano, Nagobo was in your assassin.
This is the chapel at Akumata, and they have been able to plaster the sides of it since we were here last, and they have painted it, as you can see, and you can see Rene over in the background. Again, this is Sunday morning, and that's the mission station over there, and we'll a little closer look. That is Brother Francis walking up. He is one of the ministers that has done much of the work here in Akumata. And in the background you can hear Brother Harlan Sarl and his family singing. They have big speakers up outside, and they have been playing this. They started playing about 5:30 in the morning. And I'll just go around so you can. This is behind the chapel. This is inside the chapel. It's Brother Maxwell, Brother Francis, Brother Emmanuel.
The king agreed and made the law.
Oh,
The men that worked for the king left, and they were excited because they knew that they could get Daniel on this one.
This is Rene Sunday morning teaching Sunday school.
And they went past Daniel's house and looked, and there was Daniel in the window. He didn't hide in a closet to pray. He wasn't afraid to worship God. He wasn't afraid to obey God. The king was very sad. He was sorry that he had made the law. The king had been tricked. But the law could not be changed.
This is after they finish the craft. This is Rene cooking our Sunday afternoon meal. It's
Cajun style rice with beans.
right here. Hold it up, Rene. Rice and beans.
You better enjoy it because this is all we got here.
That's right. I'll go ahead and show you where we're staying. This right here is inside the mission house hallway, and that's Brother Francis and them's rooms down there. This is where we're going to eat today. And as you can see, We're gonna have beef jerky, and crackers, and that. And actually, we're gonna have a pretty good meal, considering
better meals.
considering that this is our only, we only have one other deal to cook in water, and then the rest we're just gonna be finishing up in crackers and beef jerky, etc. This is our room right here. This is where we're staying, and most of this stuff is rented, I think. They rented the beds. They put 2 beds in here. We're gonna take one of them back, and just pretty. They went and got a fan that we could use, which is very helpful. And there's our mosquito net right there. Our clothes are hung up. So anyway, that's where we're staying. Last night there's a big old ugly spider up there, big old thing. But anyway, from the other side of our bedroom, there's the door. And there's a Sofu Mama. Mama. Sofu Mami.
Room?
This is the necessary room. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Sink, bathtub. Let's look in the bathtub. Oh my, wonder what happened there. Anyway, there's the bathtub, and there is the commode. Well, anyway. And they put a line up to hang our stuff. The only problem is there's no water hooked up in here.
Oh, yes, there is.
So let me show you the
right
water.
behind
I'm
you.
turning around. I'm sorry for whoever's watching this. There is the water hooked up right there. Let's take a look inside that water. Can we see it very well? Let's see it. There we go. Anyway, that's the water, and you just, to flush the toilet, you just dump water in there and flush it, and there's no way to really take a bath. It's just a place to stand if you want. Anyway. No.
Devin had a birthday,
I was in the Valley Devon.
Yes.
4 years.
and we gave this to Devin for his birthday.
Oh, was it not?
And so when we said we were coming here, he said, well, I want you to take this and give it to the children over there.
Okay.
So, this is from Devin.
Was it
My son.
was it a bad Devon? And one band was also on the birthday. No, didn't know that. And also some family chair in Grand One.
So anyway, you have jump ropes? They use them here?
Yeah, it's good. Oh, Grand One. Yeah.
Skipping.
Monko boy, mama is a wood. Mama, Monko boy. Come on, Kusum. Namko Manu.
Debbie with the 1 man.
By the almost so with me. So when you're over the trouble,
Yep.
This is the jump rope, Devin, that you gave to them.
Devin, that's it. Monka. Once I got you. Me that's it. It's I thank you. Me that's it.
You.
Thank you.
You?
You, it's okay. Yeah.
They're carrying
So
water.
we shall take you there one day. That is spring. That's spring water. Spring.
This is Rene and Brother Francis' wife washing clothes.
Oh, I'm not doing any of the work.
Renee's not doing any of the work.
Your shirts are going to be cleaner than they've been in a long time, probably.
This is a duck outside the mission house. And all the little ones. Oops. This is their place of abode. Feels good to us. This is looking out from the mission house. You can see the cows up on the hill. I think this is pretty evident what's happening. Or
Maybe Maybe not a whole lot.
Sister Osu hanging up our clothes on the line. There's an orange tree right outside the mission house. This is in town in Akumata. This is looking down the other way. This is downtown. This is downtown, dude. Akumata. That's a typical shop in Akumata. This is a Catholic church in Akumata. There's Rene standing on the road over there. Just go ahead and look back down the town. There's a communication center in Akumata, but last time I was here they could not take where the sewer usually runs. That's a school in Akumata. All the government schools look about the same. Very poor education. Everybody's looking for a private school or would like to establish a private school. And that's where they get the water. The water comes in at different places and they have to pay just a little bit to get fresh water. They're pounding fufu. That's the main food of these Shantai. It's made from cassava root, and they cook it, and then they pound it up. It almost becomes really doughy, kind of sticky. This is outside of the mission station. The cows is open range, so chickens and cows and sheep can just roam freely through the town. These are the children playing ball outside the mission station.
Roaming, yeah. If you want to roam in the town, then I shall go for walk. That's
This is Brother Francis teaching us how to speak Twi. Rene's picking it up better than I am.
Yes.
Exercise yourself.
All right.
Didn't marry her then.
But he married her and they have 2 children.
Okay. Part of the problem in this is what definition of marriage is. That's why I said there's a difference in being married and in living in adulthood. If you don't make a vow, you get light, when you separate, you have to, when you...
Well, we're still sitting here visiting, and this is kind of how it happens. First started out with the man right here brought us a gift of oranges, and we sat here and visited about the marriage lesson that Michael gave him last night, and here's several others that come up. This here is Emmanuel. That's James. He's been very sick the last 2 weeks. This is Brother Francis. He's translating for us. Over here away from the chapel, there's a hill. It looks like a hill of rubbish. There's cows on the top of it. I don't know what they're grazing on. I don't know what they find to eat up there. That's Brother Francis' wife. No, they won't do it.
They're playing chicken.
Yeah, I know.
They can kill each other sometimes, can't they?
Like
He's
one
doing
of
a
them's
graceful
giving up.
retreat. Is that it?
I overcome you.
Well, there's the winner.
What's it, Rene?
Yeah.
People are helping me to remove the skin. That is why
Here comes with Maxwell.
Oh, that's fine. We've been having good discussions.
I have fun for my family.
Very good.
Yeah, still fighting.
This is market day in Akumata.
Communication center. We're calling home today.
That's Rene talking to her mom. It's the first time in a few days, so she's glad to talk to her. This is Rene talking to Devin.
Are you okay? You're doing fine. Did I wake you up?
Yeah.
No? Being good? Huh?
Renee's talking to Zachary right now.
All right, bye-bye. Oh.
This is Anshui, and I met him last year here at the communication station. He's the one that helps make our phone calls.
You got the food, Aquile?
We have to take some Ghana home with us.
Yeah.
This is made from corn ground up, and the sauce that's over is ground roots, which are peanuts with onions, salt, and water.
Tomato. This is Michael Smith here.
Oh my. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, Ronnie.
Is that better?
Brother Emmanuel's son.
This is my corn.
Here they
I
are. They're
harvested
shelling
as I
maize
showed
here.
you. Okay, I spent let's say about $300.
How much? What now?
I spent about $300.
To what? To plant it,
Bring
to
it
harvest
outside
it.
the chapel.
Weeding, harvesting, everything.
Yes.
It's the ratio about $300.
Okay.
You get all this thing. So the
Here we are inside one of the houses here. Come to visit. Everyone's waving. Lots of excitement here. This is a shot down one of the streets. There's the sewer running down it. There's Donna and Lydia that went for a walk with us. And over here, some people.
So we are sanctified by the Holy Ghost.
Bible study.
I want to impress on your minds that when you are in sin, you are enslaved. You are in Egypt. To a servant of the devil. But Jesus came and saved us.
Yesu Kristo ba so be die.
And when we accept God into our heart,
Say ma ya tun sa fe Yesu so be akoma mo a.
we are in a state of salvation.
Ya wo je ene abrabon na ye bo Yesu na shase ye.
I do not want to live in the wilderness. It's hot. It's dusty. It's very tiring. I want to live in Canaan land. A place there's a lot of food.
Here they're cutting up fish to have for camp meeting. And us is sitting around on the porch here. Sitting there watching. I might take a closer look here. You can see the head there. There you go. These are not gutted either. These are ground up tomatoes. We had a machine to ground them up. They're just kind of sitting over to the side. A few visitors there. They're going to make stew out of it. So the plants is cutting some firewood. And we cooking a big meal for the people to have during the camp meeting. Here they're frying the fish before they put it in stew. Here they're cooking the tomatoes, and I see they're using corn cobs for fuel.
These are the sisters cooking fish. They're frying fish, and we thought this was a very picturesque African scene. The children are standing around and they're frying in the pot. This is inside of the pot. This is out behind the mission house, and we're going to get a few shots of it behind the house. They're pounding fufu. This is a neighbor of Brother Francis. This is a cashew tree. They're building a mud hut right here. Actually a concrete stone hut.
These are the mud huts where the people from the north live.
There's a lot of maize before they've shucked it. This is where they're going down to get water. This is where they get their water. Let's go up and see. They're getting water.